Hello everybody, this is an update on the crypto charts, especially Bitcoin here, and then we have a quick look at Ethereum. So Bitcoin is here in this long stretched consolidation, right? On the weekly chart, many weeks here of a consolidation, but on a high level. It's a shallow pullback down, sitting on a line, right? What we call that the base. And the monthly chart and the quarterly chart, well, it's in a strong bull. What we see here, this was a pattern, right? We had a pattern here, we had an oval pattern here, S2, S1, S2, etc. This has basically made, after the long-term entry signal, it has made a first leg higher, right? And now after a strong momentum move higher, it actually did slightly, well, it did test the consolidation. It could not really break it. And at that high level, at that important level, just short of the 100K level, which is the black line, it is consolidating, going sideways on a high level. Well, that's a sign of strength, right? That the bears cannot push price down to the 21. Bears cannot push price down to the big number, 30,000, to the horizontal line. That's all bullish. But the question now is, we're basically, the market is squeezed between breaking this important level. It could not break it through, right? And support coming from moving averages. Here it's sitting on 21 support. Here it tested the 50 support. Here it tested this spike low, tested the big number, the 50,000 support that clusters with prior price action. So basically the bulls and the bears are struggling, but the bulls, well, we see strength from the bulls. And what has formed here? We have lower highs. Well, these are stop run levels that have set up, and we love to trade stop run levels. Here it clusters with a consolidation high back here, so it's a very strong stop run level, and these levels, they act as a magnet, so price gets pulled to and pushed through. This is the idea: pull to and push through. As it gets pushed through, well, these stop run levels, like domino stones, they get triggered, and we can actually expect, once price gets here, once the bulls have the power to break through, which they should have, because there's a pattern, right? This is the whole concept and idea behind. Then we should see a big bullish bar, right? Breaking away from the consolidation high stop run level. It should give us like big bullish bars like this. That's what we're looking for, right? Big bars. And then towards the next important psychological number, which is the 100K. It's right here, right? It's not far away. It's within reach of the last momentum move, so it's within reach of our target as well. The 100K acts as a magnet, so price should get drawn to and then pushed through the 100K, stop run move, and then, well, when the 100K breaks, right, and the charts, the markets move, well, then basically let's have a look. Well, then basically we're going to somewhere at that price level, right? 150, 180,000, probably not the 200,000, because it's another very important big number, but we should slip through 150, 80,000. That becomes the target. Well, currently we're at 60,000, so we're looking at a tripling of price, right? Well, this is in the cards. Well, we're talking about cryptos, and this is what we're looking for, right? So basically, the entry signal I've been waiting for here on the daily chart. Let's just bring it in. Momentum move consolidation. It has rebroken the horizontal line already here, so that was basically the first entry signal, but I was a bit skeptical because it happened twice before, the breakdown lower, and then my entry signal, that's my alarm, is basically breaking the last high, which is here. Waiting for a bit of more confirmation. It's always good with the crypto charts. Now, yesterday it broke through, and this is basically the signal. Well, the stop goes down here. It's a bit of a wide stop, clearly, right? It goes from 64 to 50. That's quite a stop, but I mean, as you know, the potential is huge, right? We're talking about 150, 180. Well, let's get a bit of more in detail, because this pattern took a long time to develop, right? Whenever that happens, well, we have to ask the questions. Well, did it develop into a higher time frame? Is it no longer a daily pattern, and has it become a weekly pattern? And I think it did, right? Well, let's have a look at it. If this is the pattern, well, you have sufficient number of bars. We've got a test bar here, we've got a test bar here. That is unfortunately not yet testing the 21 here. This is typically what we wait for. This is what we wait for to be for rule fulfillment. Well, we did not get that, right? And so this is why, well, yes, no, did it develop into a higher time frame? For me, that's fine. You might want to wait a bit more. We could get another sell-off, right? A sell-off. Well, the sell-off would need to go to the same level or even lower. So testing the 50,000 again in order to get a touch of 21, right, on the monthly chart. So this is how it looks like. It's not a fully clear picture, right? So there's some discretion with that. So you always need to apply your yeah. This is just for learning what I talk here. You need to do your own due diligence and take your decisions, taking a trade or not. But this looks very good here. I quite like it. The stop line levels are aligned. This is 1, 2, it's a double level, 3, 4. These are in cascading effect, right? Cascading way, one after the other. We're talking about a domino move that could come out here. Most important stop line level is this one, because it's a very pronounced level, right? If price gets up here and breaks it, 70,000, well then and shows follow through to the upside, well then we're basically going for a big move, right? Taking these three out at the same time. So we might be like slow here, right? Crawling higher bar by bar and pulling back, right? Doing something like this maybe for a couple of days or even weeks, and then there might be an attack, right, to this outstanding stop run level here, and then it might break in the first run and move, or it might go here, test it, come back, pull back, and then a bit later. So everything is possible. Don't expect an immediate move higher. That's not what is probably going to happen, but it looks quite nice from here after this strong sell-off. Test bar here as well in this time frame, right? Test bar in the weekly, test bar on the daily. We have 2 test bars even, then the small consolidation, and now this break higher out of this small consolidation. Now let's have a quick move at Ethereum. Most of you, it's not that interesting, but let's just talk about it. So Ethereum is weaker, right? So Bitcoin has already rebroken the horizontal line, but Ethereum as well has broken out of this small sideways range. And as well here, it's an S1 pattern, right? We've got a test bar, etc. Here we are testing the 21. Finding support, strong test. So the stronger the test, the better. But it needs to re-break the line, right, for an entry signal. But what we see here on this lower time frame, this consolidation, well, that can be interpreted as an S2 pattern, the turtle pattern here. And basically this last move from yesterday, it broke this last dominant high, which is the entry signal into the turtle, and the stop goes here basically. Well, the moving averages are upside down, right? The 21 should be from above being support. Here it's resistance, but this is a turtle pattern here that has formed and that has executed, yeah, it's extended to the right and tilted to the right, so that's quite good. And we might see Ethereum to catch up with Bitcoin, right? Ethereum is late. This is the Ethereum versus Bitcoin, a relative chart. Ethereum versus Bitcoin, and we see it here. It had outperformed it for quite some years. There was another S2 pattern, turtle pattern, and now it has formed a sideways. So there's neither out nor underperformance, right? It's relatively stable. But we see now here, oh, this is a bar. That's a monthly bar. So Ethereum is outperforming, right? Well, if Ethereum catches up with Bitcoin, well, then we should see prices come up and re-break. If it re-breaks, that would actually be the signal that Ethereum should outperform Bitcoin for an extended period of time, for years, but it needs to re-break. If it never re-breaks, well, it could mean that Bitcoin goes off and Ethereum never looks back, right? So let's see if there's going to be an entry signal here for Ethereum outperformance versus Bitcoin. That is quite interesting. And now the interesting part is, are the bulls able to break with this entry signal? Are bulls able to break the consolidation high here? Stop run level, important one. It has not yet developed a stop run move, so this is still to come. And if it does break to a new high, we're looking for a momentum move of that sort and length, right? Extend. So we were looking for a series of bullish bars without a pullback, right? This is what we're looking for. This took 6 months to develop. 6 bullish bars. That's what we're looking for. Basically 6 months to develop, and 100k is close by, then we should break through. So 6 months from now, we're basically talking about early next year, right? This is when we should be somewhere up here. Let's see.